on, conscripts! Warlord Games is now an official sponsor of the Mordian Glory channel. And not only that, they have given me an affiliate link which I have popped down in the description below. By using that link, you can get your hands on some awesome World War II bolt action miniatures and at the same time support the Mordian Glory channel. You have all the ideas, so what are you waiting for? Do the right thing and buy yourself some bolt action today.
So, Konflict 47 introducing the Axis, introducing the United States. Okay, these are pretty short articles, so we can have a quick bash through these. Konflict 47 introducing the Axis. We begin our series of lore and artwork reveals for Konflict 47. The atomic annihilation unleashed upon Dresden took only an instant, but it was one that had been 3 centuries in the making. Since the rule of August the Strong, the destiny of the fatherland had always been led and shaped by an organization known as the Green Vault, always operating in the shadows to manipulate the course of history. With the opening of the rifts, the need for secrecy has gone. The politicians of the Third Reich have been discarded, their purpose served, and their imagery remade anew. A similar revolution engineered by the far-reaching hand of the Green Vault and its network of secret societies has taken place across Germany's European allies, consolidating the nations into the monolithic Axis, centered around the ruins of Dresden and the hellish rift at its core. Now marching under one sinister banner, Axis troops wage war in the name of the Green Vault and final victory. Dude, I like it! Warlord Games clearly wants Konflict 47 to be weird World War, but not just World War II with some mechs. They want it to feel a little bit more standalone, a little bit more distinctive than that. And a great way of doing, you know, and having loads of like underground and like secret societies and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I think it's a good way of making the game have broader appeal whilst retaining the weirdness and wackiness of Konflict 47, whilst also making it a truly non-historical game. I think that's good. Remember, we don't want it to just be another historical game. We want it to be Konflict 47. As the Axis were the first to truly harness the power of the Rift energy, with their forces joined first by the Unliving Legion of the Totem Corps, followed by the Style Troop and Heavy Infantry, ever-increasing numbers of armed walkers and advanced new weaponry. Axis Rift Tech is inextricably intertwined with the occult studies of the Green Vault. It's the fucking occult, man. It's classic Hellboy. It's classic Wolfenstein, man. It's this. I'm getting real Hellboy vibes from this. And Hellboy's cool as fuck. And since the rumors circulate about the upper echelons of the new regime and the arcane practices. Dude, I'm so ready for occult. I'm so ready for that. Beneath these new masters, politicians and generals still vie for positions and influence, and little of anything is improved for the average civilian on the home front. Brutal repression and endless propaganda are simply part of everyday life, and every aspect of industry is geared towards supporting the war effort. The Axis military situation remains a desperate one. The Allied landings in Normandy and Italy and the relentless Soviet onslaught from the east have brought the war to Germany's doorstep. In the east, the relationship with Imperial Japan appears to be fracturing as the Emperor pursues his own dreams of dominion. That's good. That's cool. Now with its legions empowered by the Rifts, the Axis lashes out in all directions. New offensives and counter-offensives lay waste to Europe. I love that. It's not just counter-offensives. It's offensives and counters. It's the winter contingency. We're pushing on all fronts. As enemies attempt to storm towards Dresden and its dark secrets, the Axis forces lunge forward to drive them back. For the Axis soldier at the front, the war is still one survival, often against desperate odds. But a world far more lethal than ever before, there is no question or possibility of negotiation and surrender. For the Axis, the war can only end in total victory or utter obliteration, a fact constantly reinforced by the Green Vault's propagandists. As the old world tears itself apart in the rift-fueled orgy of destruction, the imagery, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. As new horrors issue forth from the hell that sits the heart of the old Reich, the dark mobilization of Axis forces gathers pace with each passing day, while the Green Vault's finest minds dream of the impossible glories reveals them in the flickering fires still burning in Dresden's charred corpse. Ugh. Whoever wrote this, fucking very, very, very nice, very, very well written. Their motives are unknown, perhaps incomprehensible to the uninitiated, but their will is clear and hard as Krupp steel. The war will continue. The Green Vault demands it, and their Rift scientists and generals will ensure that it is so. I love that. I love that. I'm getting a combination of Wolfenstein, Hellboy, and Red Alert 2 Yori's Revenge with the Germans being like Yori. Yeah, okay, I like this. Now, people are saying the American one isn't quite as good. Let's have a look. Since being dragged into the Second World War by the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States has experienced a period of enormous societal change, driven for the most part by the discovery of the rift by Manhattan Project scientists. In their quest to produce the atomic bomb, American scientists tore a hole in the fabric of the universe. They had their own fucking Event Horizon moment, I think. What was issued forth from the rift at Los Alamos is viewed by most Americans as nothing short of the word of God. Dude, that's like the Americans getting kind of like Bible bashing about it. Look, I know a lot of people, I know it's a little bit of a stereotype about the Americans, especially from us over here in Europor. But there is this imagery of, the Bible Belt and the Bible bashers, and the idea that is sort of being featured in Warlord's lore is it's a little satirical. I quite like it. Initially, however, the strange areas and anomalies emanating from the nuclear test site promised only a new and terrible weapon, one which was swiftly employed to raze the German city of Dresden to the ground, opening a second rift at the center of the dead city. The rift was a closely guarded secret, known only to a few scientists and top military officials, and the devastating effects of nuclear weaponry was seen as America's best chance of concluding the war. All this changed with the ailing President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, given no hope of survival by his doctors, visited the Los Alamos rift site to better understand the strange new developments. When he emerged, he was transformed. Oh my God. Fucking Roosevelt survives. Fucking Roosevelt survived. Dude, that's crazy. I never would have thought they'd go in that direction. When he emerged, he was transformed, strong, healthy, and miraculously healed by, as he claimed, the divine intervention of the Almighty through the rift. Dude, this is so... Look, I know this is definitely... I feel like this is going to piss off a lot of Americans, this lore. But I think it's meant to be satire. Remember, Konflict, the people that are writing this... The people that are writing this are the same people that wrote original Warhammer 40k. There's gonna be a bit of tongue-in-cheek. There's gonna be poking a bit of fun. There's gonna be a little bit of dialing things up to fucking 11. They just made Franklin Roosevelt the God Emperor of mankind. This is the Emperor's origin story. This is the Emperor's origin story, boys. This unprecedented recovery was seized upon by the press, becoming a national sensation with the 22nd of April 1944 declared Miracle Day. Religious fervor gripped America, and it has never relaxed its hold since. Roosevelt's declaration that the ongoing war was a new crusade. Deus Vult! Deus Vult! Oh, I love it. Against the blasphemous horrors of Nazism, Japanese treachery, and godless communism, whipped the US to fever pitch, with the nation consumed with the belief that America had been chosen by God to lead the fight for freedom, justice, and truth. I'm getting Fallout vibes. I'm getting like Captain America Gone Wrong vibes. I'm getting Fallout vibes. Yeah, dude, I'm feeling it. I have to say, I really like it. I'm getting Watchmen vibes as well, with like Nixon like his fourth term. Do you know what I mean? The United States is the will to take the fight all the way to the heartlands of its enemies, and has tools to do so. With an abundance of natural resources and an industrial base now fully dedicated to the war effort, a seemingly endless possession of weapons and vehicles, now enhanced with the Rift Tech advances being made almost daily at Los Alamos, are being turned out by factories across the nation, arming both America and its Commonwealth allies. Elite Firefly troopers soar through the air and repulse the lifts, while armored walkers at the linebacker and Grizzly wield crackling, electricity-projected weapons first imagined by Nikola Tesla. The Paragon program has begun to make Supermen a reality, and American troops now fight all over the world with greater determination than ever before. America is a nation of utter self-belief. There's no room for compromise or doubt. The Rift Tech abominations spilling forth from the Axis and Japanese laboratories have only reinforced the United States' determination to bring the wrath of God to the enemy. While the Soviet bloc remains an implacable ideological foe, even the British Commonwealth, jealously guarding their research into artificial intelligence, must recognize America's divine mission or be swept aside by the tide of righteous fury. Only one nation under God can triumph in the end. Oh, it's great. I'm very surprised that this is getting any pushback from the Americans. This is German Wunderwaffen and German madness dialed up to 11. Okay? That's what this is. That's what this is. This is American patriotism, something that you guys are really, really famous for around the world. You may not realize how the world sees you guys, okay? And kind of how the world sees you guys is that Americans, and there's a huge middle ground, but the Americans generally break down to two groups. The Americans that fucking hate America, and the Americans that fucking love America. Okay? And this here is America! Fuck yeah! Coming along to save the motherfucking day, yeah! It's that dialed up to 11. It's that dialed up to 11. It's, you know, one nation under God. Everybody better get behind the fucking banner, or even our allies will not be safe. It's you know, it's kind of like, you're the good guys, but are you the good guys? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You guys might not like it, and that's okay. But I have to say, I love it. And what I like about this, it kind of sets up the possibility for Brits, for Europeans, and well, British Commonwealth and American forces to be able to fight each other as well. Maybe the Americans, you know, because maybe the Americans, like, we want the artificial intelligence and we're going to get it one way or another. Yeah, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue, baby. That's it. Yeah, I would fall into the I fucking love America. I bleed red, white, and blue. God bless America. There you go. What's going through my mind is that scene from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Mac is like, look, I'm an American and I won't change my mind regardless of the facts presented. I'm dug in and I'll never change. Rock, flag, and eagle. Am I right, Charlie? And he's like, he's got a point. Rock, flag, and eagle, boys. Rock, flag, and eagle. I have to say, it's the Enclave. It's for you guys you guys are like the Fallout Enclave. And I did say, when I saw that symbol painted on the Firefly Troopers, I did say that I thought they were going to go in a Fallout vibe. So this is they are definitely parodying some famous franchises out there. And we've got the Axis representing the Wolfenstein, and we have got, you know, we've got leaning into Wolfenstein, and we've got the Americans leaning into Fallout. Yeah, man, it's pre-Great War Fallout Americans. Yeah. It's just you know, it's literally just God bless America, nowhere else. Exactly. It's just, it's what would you get if you took American patriotism and dialed it up to 11? And this is what would you get if you got, like the American, like the German, like mad scientist vibe and dialed it up to 11. Yeah. They've missed a trick. Mecha Hitler versus Super FDR. I'm sure Mecha Hitler could come back. It's a stereotype turned up and beyond the dial. Yeah, exactly. Bad Rabbit, it's the stereotype. It's stereotypes stereotypes dialed up to 11. I'm totally here for it. I wonder what they're going to do with the British. I really hope they're probably going to dial up like the British eccentric, the what they call it, the classic British eccentric. Dial that up to 11. That would be fucking cool. Yeah. Dexion's Gaming Corner. I would have loved a more Fallout take or even a hyper-capitalist vibe. It's the religious side that I have issues with. Religion's always a bit of a tricky one. My advice, Dexion's Gaming Corner, is try not to take it too seriously. Try not to take it too seriously. This is my advice is look at this the same way that you would look at kind of like second edition the same way you look at second edition Warhammer 40k. It's goofy, it's crazy, it's dialed up to a 9, it dialed up to 11. It's pure, it's all gas, no brakes. That's the way you want to look at it. Okay. It's both very serious with the mad shit that's going on, but it's also not something that it's that perfect mixture of being grimdark and being over the top. I really like it. Time portal opens. In comes the Brits' new leader, Margaret Thatcher. No. Wait. She just goes around closing all the coal mines and just completely cripples the British war effort. All right. So, Tiki, I have to say, I disagree. The law. I think the law is awesome. Of course, we can always agree to disagree, but that has made me even more excited for it.
Would you like to know more? If so, then please consider becoming a channel member or patron. By supporting the channel, not only will you be doing your part, but you'll also be helping me create more content for your viewing pleasure and unlocking a whole host of perks. You get everything from a badge next to your name, custom emojis, but the big one is access to the Mordian Glory Discord server, an online community with almost 2,500 active members. It's always popping off in the MG Discord. We've got channels for army lists, hobbying, tactics, stories, and even a pretty spicy meme section as well. For all you greenhorns that wanted to see the Mordian Glory Hole, today is your lucky day.